session of Flames of the Divine. Talos, would you like to recount what happened last time?
I can give a general one. Yeah. How our last session went was that we finally got ourselves in order, said our goodbyes to everyone who was putting us up for the evening in Rospationas. Particularly, it was Heaven's teacher and her lot. After which, we made our way onto the ship with the rather eccentric captain and went on our way to, well, where it is that we need to go, thanks to the map. Relatively uneventful trip aside from the giant sea serpent attack, but, you know, standard affair for adventurers.
Indeed. And yet, you may yet find that this sea serpent is only the beginning. So we're going to start off right after you left off. So so the sea serpent is well, pretty much just slumped on the deck in front of you. And make no mistake, you all took some pretty hard hits there. And CeeLo, you are, well, magically drained after using your fingers on the loom ability, but yeah, so that's all there. So the floor is yours, and I too need a drink of water, so I'm gonna mute.
Talos takes in a big, deep breath and he sighs and he looks at everyone. Okay.
Look, if you guys needed a drink of water, you should have done it before I started the stream.
Yeah,
like, I did ask
fair.
if everyone was ready. Alex, just go get the drink you need.
Alright, I'll be back in a minute.
Yep.
So who's still here? No.
Me.
No.
It takes 2 minutes to get a drink. It's really not that big a deal.
Right.
Well,
this is what
yourself until after we'd already started. So
this is why I started making my this is why I started making my coffee before the session.
Yeah. Anyway, so apart from Talos, you're all. It's the immediate aftermath of the sea serpent attack. So, what are you all doing?
Rudy is waiting.
I was gonna. Gregor was gonna ask if anyone was gonna do anything with this, like if there was anything anyone wanted to like cut off from the serpents or something, or if we could just shove that thing into the water.
Maybe we can see if there's anything valuable on it, like, you know, Monster Hunter style.
Oh yeah.
Sheila just slams on the floor. I'll make it.
Kevin looks the others. Anyone in need of healing?
I could do with some healing.
All right, Heaven goes and casts where is it? Healing word on him. Level 2. So you get 5 healing back.
Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody.
That's fine. We're just giving Metaglade.
Wait, so how much healing do I get then?
You get 5 points back.
Second level, so 07.
All right. So should I'd like to investigate the serpent, see if there's anything interesting on it.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, and Talos starts poking around the serpent, looking at it. Like, aside from the obvious trophy value, he's going to see if it seems like it might have been tamed or, well, okay, like you couldn't really tell that, but
I mean, could you?
there's usually no obvious signs if a creature's been tamed unless it's, well, docile in some way.
Or branded, one of the two.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, there might be some brand somewhere.
I suppose I could look for a brand or something.
I feel like if we really wanted to like take a closer look, we might need to pull it further onto the boat, because if the brand is like off, like part of the body that's off the side of off to the side, then we're not going to be able to see it.
And you say all this in character?
Yeah.
Talos just kind of looks to Gregor, and he just gives a sigh. Okay, then. Loosens himself up. And he tries dragging the thing onto... You go ahead.
Talos, I don't think that's a very safe idea. Please.
Holy shit, he can actually do it.
No, please.
But yeah, he stops for a minute and says, Captain, how much weight can the ship take?
It's a cargo ship, so a lot.
All right, then. He plants himself in and he tries to drag the thing onto the deck.
It's not okay.
I want to.
You're still under the effects of foresight, so Peerless Athlete won't be necessary.
I want to see if there's
well.
like if there's some sort of spell I can use to help at all.
I'm just watching this train wreck go.
No, you can't.
Damn.
You can't possibly get the sea serpent on that deck. That roll is much too high. Yes.
I'm disgusted.
Bruh.
Yes, you with a great effort you haul the sea serpent onto the deck.
How long is foresight?
About an hour.
Okay, I had to make sure.
I think. Let me double check.
All right, I think it's 8 hours. Oh, it's 8 hours.
Oh.
Talos is seeing into the immediate future for the rest of the day, boys.
Yep. So,
your strength always amazes me, Talos.
Yeah. So the the sea serpent is now like okay. This token is a bit deceptive. It's a very long sea serpent. It is splayed out. It is like winding around the entire deck. Like it takes up all of this.
Okay, well, I would just like to point out that
like you are stepping between all its curls, basically.
I'd like to just point out that like I feel like even like it's good that we got it on the boat, but it's probably going to be a lot harder to get it off the boat again later. But one problem at a time.
I'm sure the captain has some sea hooks. I can just wrap the thing around and then just chuck it into the ocean.
Won't that attract sharks?
Probably.
Hey, it's a bonus. We can go shark hunting later.
Well, with how big it is, I think we'd cover a lot more ground if we all started investigating it at the same time.
He then looks to see them and is like, I don't think she's going to be able to help us investigate anytime soon.
Hey, Rudy, you want to come look for brands on this thing?
Look for what?
Look for brands. Brands.
Oh, I thought Chaos said look for Brian's. Like, who's Brian?
Bruh.
We're trying to figure out where this thing came from.
Rudy just stares at you and then says it came from the ocean.
Thank you.
True.
I'll pass. And she goes back to reading her book.
Okay then.
Guess it's just us three then.
Talos
Yeah.
starts looking around it.
Heaven takes one side of the serpent.
So do we roll investigation then?
Go ahead. Okay, so none of you find anything like that? Yeah, like none of you find anything to indicate that this thing has been domesticated in any way. Like as near as you can tell, it's wild.
We must have wandered into its territory then.
Did we at least find it?
Nature.
One at a time, please.
Sorry, go ahead, Evan.
Heaven pulls out her dagger. Shall we start cutting up or do we not have time?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to
Um,
ask if there was anything worth taking, if we found anything worth taking on the serpent, at least.
Aside from the meat, I wouldn't really think there's much of anything worth taking. The head's going to rot long before we get home.
I mean, the scales might be worth something.
You can take the
Well,
scales if you want. Go ahead.
Well, anyone interested, go ahead and roll nature to see if you know that sea serpent ant is good for anything.
What the hell?
So, Heaven went in, and so Heaven, and you know, like went into like a monster's teeth, all either are usually pretty good for stuff. Like you could make an interesting necklace out of its teeth, if nothing else. Gregor, you know that sea serpent scales, like you're not really sure where you picked this up, but you are aware that sea serpent scales those are actually they are cold resistant, and and you can make some pretty decent anti-cold old clothes armor stuff out of them.
Gregor shares this with the others.
Heaven also relays her findings. I can work on pulling the teeth out while we're continuing the trip. We can use these to either make jewelry or maybe see if the blacksmiths could make some sort of weapons with these teeth.
So, Talos, you want to help me take these? So you want to help me take these scales? It'll pass the time while we're out at sea here.
I don't suppose why not. Plus, I imagine seeing such a giant kill along the way will dissuade other would-be adversaries.
Very true.
right, well, let's get to it.
Okay, so Talos and Gregor are both trying to peel up the cold. The scales, I mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, either I will give you a choice. Either both of you can roll survival, or one of you can roll survival with advantage.
What's your survival stat? Talos?
I've
Actually, come to think of it, Talos, you'd be rolling with advantage anyway. So
yeah, I guess we're both rolling survival on this.
Bro.
Man, that advantage is coming in clutch.
Oh my god.
As if Talos wasn't broken enough already.
I just imagine he would have just somehow managed to impale himself on the scales.
You got a paper cut from a scale.
yeah. Well, no, Gregor, you don't really make any progress. Like, this makes some sense. You don't really have, like, taxidermy and skinning animals. Not really a thing you have much experience with. Talos. Apparently, this guy was nearing shedding season for his skin, because like you just like make a quick slash around the throat, and you kind of just peel, it's like start peeling large strips of his skin off.
Gregor sees this and he says, "Damn, you're really a natural at this kind of stuff, huh?"
I lived out in the wild my entire life. What do you expect?
It's just impressive, is all.
He doesn't really say anything
Well,
after that, but he does seem like he's got a bit of a smile.
And while the guys are cleaning the sea serpent, Heaven goes and starts pulling out the teeth.
Right. You Heaven, you roll. Go ahead and roll survival as well to see how many you get. Okay, you get a good amount of teeth. I'll say, it's a big mouth. You get, you like, Talos did a number on its head, so a lot of them are already broken, but you get 12 pretty good intact ones. Like, this
Great.
thing has, this thing's mouth appears to be not, like, similar to the mouth of a shark, with like the rows of teeth that come loose pretty easily.
Heaven yanks the
You get 12 of them.
yeah, she yanks the salvageable teeth and cleans them and puts them in her bag of holding for later. Anything else?
I'd say probably Talos finishes getting its scales, and he says that should about do it. Actually, just right. Go ahead.
Gregor like stops a little bit after, like exasperated because he couldn't get much progress. Like, I think I've done what I can.
No, any effort is good effort. Now let's see. Can we repurpose the meat, or is it inedible? Talos tries to take a small slice off and give it a sniff.
It and smells like seafood.
Could probably cut off a couple of pounds.
Yeah, like you do notice, like, going through it, like this is a very bony fish.
Well, I think we got everything we needed. We have plenty of food in cargo, so shouldn't be a problem. Captain, do you have any of those hooks I mentioned earlier?
Oh, yeah. And like he sort of like pulls on a lever that's like, or like right next to it, and like a couple of like, yeah, basically a couple of hooks that you think are for ink are meant to and to haul up cargo. Yeah, basically a couple of large cargo loading ink hooks just swing around.
That will do. Yeah. Talus takes one of the hooks and it's like got a long chain to it, yeah?
Yes.
I
He
gotta
takes
say,
one of the... Go ahead.
I gotta say, this beast really paid us back for all that trouble.
I'm sure Sela would have a different take on that.
Currently passed out on the floor.
Is she face down?
Yes.
Rudy would have probably moved you to a bed.
Okay. Well, she's being moved to a bed. Depending on how Rudy does it, it's up to her on flavor.
She probably would have dragged you and just tossed you on it and then left you. But I mean, you're on a bed now.
Yeah,
Rudy's
glad-
strong.
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad you did that accurately.
She's not strong, so she wouldn't have been able to get you all the carry you or anything. I'm sorry to say your dreams of being carried like a bridal style are not in the cards.
No,
Unfortunately, all this.
I wasn't thinking that. I was just thinking about how funny it would be if Priscilla was just dragged off to a bed.
Unfortunately, all the strong boys were busy at the time.
But yeah. Talus does look to Rudy and she says, Sela, is Sela doing okay?
She's unconscious.
She's not bleeding though, right?
Rudy glances downstairs and then glances back. I didn't check.
Yeah, she'll be fine, I'm sure.
The silence alone spoke volumes.
Now then, where's a good spot to hook it? Maybe right here behind the head along the spine. Talus just takes the hook, jams it into the serpent, gets a good length from it. He takes a deep breath and just tries to heave it and chuck it into the ocean like it's a hammer in the Olympics.
Okay, a roll athletics one last time. And it's not even all that heavy of an exertion for you.
Wait, does he still get the advantage?
Oh
The
yeah,
day isn't over yet.
he
So-
basically has that for the rest of the day.
So he rolled another fucking 20.
Yep.
I got 2 20s and a 1. I'm gonna roll shit for the rest of the night, people.
I don't know what
So,
I
yeah.
got something to say about it and my exhaustion levels.
But yeah, Talus just heaves the thing and it goes flying. Just to the point where you see a nice big splash of water in the distance when it lands into the ocean.
Talos, are you sure the adrenaline from the fight still hasn't worn off?
No, I feel very switched on, I believe the term is, but I'm relatively okay.
He asks because he just watched you fucking throw a gigantic, like a boat-sized sea serpent, like halfway across the water.
My strength My strength has, well, always been like this in essence. Probably has something to do with whatever magic I have, or I don't know. Maybe we just Leonin are always freakishly strong.
Though I guess, come to think of it, I guess we probably cut down quite a lot of its weight by cutting off the meat and all the scales and the teeth.
Well, generally it was still pretty heavy. But with that out of the way, probably should go and preserve a lot of this, and yeah, guess that's it. Anyone want to do anything else?
Aside from playing cards, I'm good.
All
Gregor's
right.
probably gonna go lie down because still kind of hurting from the fight still.
But yeah, Talus goes to preserve all the stuff that they just got, and he comes back out and just continues reading the required reading from CeeLo.
Yeah, so Gregor goes downstairs to lie down.
Okay.
Gregor, you see a recently bloodied CeeLo, likely from being dragged on wooden floors.
Oh yeah, while he's there, he'll check if CeeLo is bleeding because apparently Rudy forgot to fucking do that.
It's light wounds, small scraps. That's all it is. But it's still funny to say that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's like small bruises and such from falling down face first, stuff like that. Mainly her faults. Yeah.
Yeah, so if CeeLo's okay, then yeah, Gregor's just gonna go off and lie down.
Yeah, she'll sleep it off.
So the rest of the day passes, and nothing much comes near you. Oof. And eventually you're getting ready to settle down for the night until oh,
Did we get a rest, by the way?
not yet.
Damn.
Let me just check some stats to see who hears this first. Yeah, okay, so Rudy hears it first. Like, Rudy, you're just kind of just sitting on the deck some more. Or just reading. No one's really bothered to move you because they know how you operate at this point. You hear
Did we get a
carrying
long
over
rest, by the
waves.
way? I wasn't paying attention.
You did not yet.
Okay,
This is
just
still the
wanted to
same day.
check.
But carrying over the waves, you're the first to hear this. You hear singing.
All right.
Yeah, it's like very soft. This very soft melody. He just carrying over the way. And eventually, the rest of you hear it too.
Is it like a happy melody or like a sinister or sad one?
You don't really know how to describe it. It's a It's haunting, like, but it also makes you feel like well, you'd love to get it closer to get a better listen. And okay, where on the boat are each of you exactly?
Rudy's sitting on the
Um,
stairs, like, because she does not give a damn if you need to go up those stairs. She's sitting there.
Right.
Evan goes
Gregor's
back to
still down. Oh, yeah, go ahead, Evan.
Evan goes back has gone back to the crow's nest at this point.
All right. Silo.
I'm still passed the fuck out.
Hey, okay, but where?
Probably on the bed where Rudy threw her at. She hasn't moved since then.
Okay. Talos.
He's sitting close to Rudy, still doing the required reading.
And Gregor.
Gregor's still resting.
Okay. Now, the now, as you start getting closer, the singing gets louder and louder, and it starts worming its way into your head. Sort of. And eventually, you all start to feel sort of a curiosity steal over you. Like, you'd really like to get a better look at whatever this is. Now, at this point, I'd like all of you to roll a wisdom saving throw. Rudy with advantage, everyone else, and Silo with disadvantage, everyone else as normal.
Rudy also gets a +2 because she's nearby behind Talos.
Okay.
Still got to roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
We're doing wisdom saves.
Yeah. You too, Gregor.
Neku, if you actually get up out of that bed, Rudy's gonna tie you to it next time.
That's fair, but I probably will not be willingly doing that.
I know you don't have a choice. I just thought that might make you smile.
Yeah, it did.
So, Talos and Gregor both resist this, and thanks to Talos' aura, Rudy passes too. Heaven and Silo, this song wakes you up, and you get on deck, and you look out of the open window nearby. What's the harm? You can handle a quick swim, right? Heaven? Heaven?
Mm-hmm.
You start to think the same thing. Both of you are now charmed, and you are compelled to get as close as possible to the source of the music by any means necessary.
Evan basically just hops off the crow's nest and casts Featherfall to reach the deck safely. And starts making her way towards the edge like a zombie.
Evan, what are you doing?
Is it nighttime right now?
It is approaching a nighttime. It's like early evening.
So it hasn't been 8 hours yet.
Which way is the music coming?
based on the map, I'd say it's coming from the south.
Okay, so I was going the right way.
Okay. Well, Cielo is a lot slower because she hasn't got rest yet, so she's going to try and make her way over there now. Just
Gregor-
kind of focusing on that.
Gregor notices CeeLo like getting up and asks her where she's going.
I'm going to check out the music.
Rudy is going to hand Talos some rope.
He looks confused for a moment, but takes it and he gives a nod, hopping over the rails here and going over to Heaven.
At this point, Heaven is on the railing, getting ready to leap from the
Rudy,
ship.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
done, please. Rudy is then going to go where the captain is and check if he's charmed.
And that's a good question, actually. Where did I put his character sheet? And yeah, you see, he walked by you when you weren't really paying attention, and he too was getting ready to jump in.
All right. Rudy is going to attempt to cast Dispel Magic at him as a test. And don't worry, I haven't added back my spells yet. I just had the spell slots left.
Yep, I trusted you on that, but he only works on spells, so yeah, that will not do it.
All right. Rudy is
At this point, Gregor's like come up to the deck to see what the heck is going on out here, going on up here.
Rudy tosses him a piece of rope. They're charmed.
That's no good.
Yeah. Talos is trying to wrestle Heaven to the ground and tying her up.
Gregor grabs CeeLo's arm.
Should I make a strength save against Talos?
Basically, a death wish because he has foresight still, but
Rudy is going to reluctantly grab the captain and attempt to pull him back onto the ship. And if that doesn't work, I'm just going to cast a single magic missile at him.
You're gonna what?
And okay,
Actually, I have a whip.
Go
I'll just
ahead.
whip him.
yeah, like, okay, each of you have time to try one action before they jump.
Alright, I'm just gonna slap him silly then if I only get one. And since I have 15 feet, I'll be here.
Where is that spell that I'm? There's a spell I think might help, but I forget where the hell it is. Or do I even have it equipped right now?
As for Talos, like I said, he's going to grab hold of Heaven and just try and tie her up.
Yeah, on second thought, I don't think that spell would help anyway. I'm just gonna try and tie CeeLo up.
Okay, so at this point, there. Okay, so first of all, that that does hit the captain. Just so much happening. Okay, so Rudy, you whip Captain Wash. So, oh, and yeah, that will hit him. So, moment while I look stuff up. All right, so he can. Okay, you. Okay, so you hit the captain, but that doesn't seem to help. He. Up. Okay, so next, Gregor, what are you doing?
Just gonna, for lack of better options, just gonna try to tie Silo up with my rope, with my hempen rope.
All right, so I'm gonna call that a grapple check. Exilo at this point will have ate her way to the window or to the or to the edge of the deck.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna call that a grapple check, contested athletics.
So do I roll athletics?
Yeah, roll athletics, and Silo, you're still exhausted, so roll with disadvantage.
Well, I beat it, right?
Hmm.
Because he's trying to get me, and I'm defending. Oh wait, no, he beats me. Well, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I believe in this case aggressor wins. So, and so yeah, so yeah, he manages to hold you back. And lastly, Talos.
Just barely, goddamn.
Oh, and okay, so Talos, what are you trying to do?
I said it 3 times now. No, he's basically trying to grab a hold of Heaven and tie her up.
I don't see a world where Heaven wins this.
All right, you're still under the effects of foresight, so go ahead. Heaven, contested athletics check, please. So you have successfully gotten a hold of Heaven. So now it is the turn of the armed people. You really want it to get closer. You are, and you will use any means available to do so. Captain Wash jumps into the water and starts swimming perfectly because he's a water genasi.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah. Silo?
I gotta look up something, so I'm gonna skip mine for the moment. Come back to me in a minute.
All right. Heaven?
So I just remembered I have counter charm, but I think Nat 1 kind of kills it.
Not only does it also doesn't stop. Yeah, it doesn't help the fact that you're charmed right now anyway. So
Yeah.
So Talos has a hold of me.
yeah, Talos has an ironclad hold on you right now. You
Yeah,
cannot move. You are still able to cast spells.
yeah. I think I have a spell. Ah, here it is. Thunderwave at level 2.
All right, Talos, roll a con save.
All right, give me a minute.
Sorry, Talos.
I mean, you still got advantage, right? Oh, never mind. You can't.
So that did not work for you at all.
What a Chad.
All right, and that means
So OP.
that
Yes.
takes 6 damage.
All right, so Okay, so Talos, you take a hit from her, but she does not manage to knock you back. Okay, Silo, are you ready?
Yeah, so I look up the logs for as long as I can, and because we haven't passed a day technically, and I know I've used my potent die for today. Like I rolled it. I don't know if I used it. What is your rolling on that? I found the roll.
Okay, what?
It's for this. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say you've had a short rest at this point, so so go ahead and roll again.
Oh yeah, I
I-
didn't realize it was a short rest. That kind of matters.
1 hour short rest, or
It's been an hour. It's been a couple of hours at this point.
because I get
Wait,
a
what do you-
long rest in 4 hours.
I'd say it's been 2 hours.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you get from a short rest again?
You can roll hit you can roll hit that ace to recover health, and warlocks can also get all their spell stuff back.
What's a hit dice?
If you look at where it says your hit points and look just slightly below it, you'll see temporary hit points, and then right below that you'll see hit dice.
All right.
Okay. Well, yeah, I get all my spell slots back too, actually, because I'm a warlock. Okay.
Yeah.
So can I roll hit dice to get some health back? Then.
Yes,
Yeah, you can.
and you can choose how many to roll.
Yep. You can roll all of them at once, or you can save it later.
Bruh.
Well, you can roll more.
How many?
You can roll up to your level. So we're level 10, right?
Level 9.
9. Okay, yeah. You can roll 9 times in total, but I would save, I would roll for as many as you need, kind of deal.
Is the number on the hit dice the amount that you roll?
Yeah, that's the amount you'll gain back in HP.
No, I mean on the actual.
You can roll
sheet.
9 times and you get a d8. You can roll the d8 9 times.
All right then.
Well, unless you want to roll all of them. I mean, do you need that much health? What's wrong with you?
Bruh. Sorry, I'm unfamiliar with this.
Yeah, they don't come back to a long rest, I believe. So
Yeah.
short rests are kind of important.
I'm
Yeah,
sure it'll be fine.
They
Yeah.
recharge at long rest.
Yep.
So do I get the 11 or?
You
get
get
all
all
of
of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay then.
Yep.
You're not re-rolling.
Add them all together. Just keep adding them until you reach max health.
Yeah, basically.
For example, if the first 10 got you to full health, then you wouldn't roll the rest. But you already rolled the rest, so you're basically at full health.
Yeah.
Yep.
It really
So-
this would probably So yeah, you're good now.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Hey, Gregor.
I know for next time, I guess.
Okay, yeah, like it's a thing we should have gone over. It kind of just slipped the net.
Okay.
Hey, Gregor.
What's up?
Hey, buddy. Theo looks to you with fluttering eyes a bit and asks you if you can untie her.
Yeah. You're charmed, and you're gonna charm me now.
Charmception.
Hey.
What? God damn, dude.
I want to see that save.
Is this what save is this?
This is a
Oh.
wisdom save DC 16.
Um,
In what level counter spell, Rudy?
Level 1. Like the same level 3.
Okay, so in that case, you will need to roll.
Intelligence or Arcana?
Yeah, intelligence. I'm afraid that is not high enough. So, Gregor, go ahead and roll the wisdom save. Gregor successfully resists.
No, I'm sorry, CeeLo, but I can't do that.
Shucks.
Do we get another turn yet, or are we still unable to do anything, Alec?
Okay, now you have your next turn.
Okay, great. So is it an actual combat turn, or is it as long as we need turn?
It's an as long as you need turn. I'm gonna call say. Like this is like it. What we have here is not quite so structured as a combat situation.
I'm going to put the anchors down.
I'll call that an action. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, like basically some more complicated stuff will take longer than one turn, but we're not quite holding to the 6-second rule here.
That's all I do.
Okay. So Talos, what do you do?
He's hog tying Heaven.
All right, I'm gonna call that another contested athletics check. Though I can't. I can't imagine that. Although I can't imagine that will be very hard for you. Okay, yeah, Heaven, you are now tied up.
And he just kind of puts her somewhere in the center of the deck, and he proceeds to go. Well, that's an action, so I will say, to Talos, Gregor looks like he's got a handle on Sealer, so Talos is going to make his way over here, and he's going to try and make sort of a lasso with whatever rope he has left, preparing for his next turn to try and catch the captain.
Okay. Gregor, what are you gonna do?
Rudy did give you rope. Do not forget.
Yeah, I was tying CeeLo up last turn.
Yeah, right. So in that case, it was I'm calling it one grapple check to grab her and another one to tie her up. So make the second contested athletics check now.
Okay, then.
Okay, Silo, go ahead and roll with disadvantage, please.
Again?
Fortunately, actually no, because the lower one's 12, so you managed to tie Silo up, although she puts up quite the fight.
All right then. Sorry to do this to you, CeeLo.
You, Gregor, are getting. I'll have my revenge. I will just let me go to the water.
Question: how tied are we?
You are restrained.
Are we tied to the mast or?
You are restrained. You cannot move. You cannot take actions.
But can I still cast spells?
No.
You can cast spell. Wait, Talos, did you gag her?
No, he did not.
You can cast spells as long as they don't have somatic components.
So any spells that
I-
have a V but no S.
Yeah. Well, any spells that have no S.
So I can't use burning hands to burn through the rope.
Nope.
Is there an S? Is there an S next to burning hands?
A V and an S.
So
Then
no.
you cannot cast burning hands.
Ah, damn it. Never mind then.
Hey, Talos.
Yes.
You think water walk might be useful here?
I mean, if I can't catch the captain with my rope, then maybe. But shouldn't we focus on making sure Celo's okay?
Park, could you repeat that, sorry?
I said maybe if I miss the captain with my rope, but shouldn't you focus more on making sure Celo's okay?
I don't think she's going anywhere, but
Fuck you.
Love you too, dear. Anyway, so it's Rudy's turn, I'm guessing.
No, Rudy, I believe, used her action to drop the anchor, didn't she?
Yes, because
Right,
despite it being not a combat turn, it's a combat turn.
So whose turn is it right now?
Since all three of you have gone, it is now the charmed people's turns. Okay, so first up, Captain's gonna keep swimming, and he's quite the fast swimmer.
oh god, how are we gonna catch him now?
Well, you'll get to that. Heaven, and you are compelled to try and escape this and get in the water. What are you gonna do?
Trying to find. You said no S, right?
Yeah, no S.
Damn it. I can't seem to find any spells right now, so I'm gonna try and struggle out of my binds.
Okay, roll. Okay, so his initial athletics was a 15, so I'm gonna say it's that. Now, since you're escaping, since you're specifically trying to escape him, roll athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Shouldn't it be
I'm
with
gonna do.
disadvantage because they're already restrained?
Good idea, but that doesn't seem to matter.
Okay.
You're and heaven's loose.
Oh god.
You know what?
This-
Just
this
just you know what? I don't care anymore. Just let them bloody go. Let's just follow them, kill whatever's doing this, and then go home.
Well, the captain's the one that's made the most ground at this point.
All right, fair.
Knowing she can't swim, dashes her way to the helm and steers the ship towards where the captain is swimming.
Didn't we drop an anchor?
You did.
Yeah, that's how out of her mind Heaven is right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's convenient.
Edward, you're the DM. Whose turn is next?
And well, at this point, Silo's. Nope.
Okay, CeeLo, what are you doing?
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna cast Thunderstep. She's gonna look to Gregor and say, "I'm really sorry, I gotta go," and cast Thunderstep.
One
Into
moment
the
is
water.
All right. So now, now Silo's way ahead.
All right, whose turn is it
And-
next?
Well, Gregor, please, please roll Constitution saving.
Can I give him a 7 or a 16 beforehand, or would that be too late by then?
Yeah, you can.
All right. You got a 16 plus whatever con you got.
So I just rolled the con save.
Yeah.
What's
Oh,
yeah.
wait, what's your con?
3.
In that case, yeah, no, a 16 will make it.
Yeah.
All right, what next, Edward?
And okay, now, okay, your turn now.
All right, Rudy's going to go to Chaos's character is called
Gregor.
Gregor, and just say, let's just use water walking and follow them. They're clearly not. We can't catch them all.
Yeah, good point.
And
You two ready?
Sure.
Yeah, all right. That stows away the rope he was tying up.
So now all three of us have water walking.
All right, Rudy's going to retrieve her rope. And then she's going to step off and follow because we got nothing else we can bloody do. Do you two follow?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so we're all following the group that's swimming, Woodward. What are we doing now?
And well, okay, so Silo, roll athletics to see how well you can swim in your condition. Yeah, new problem. Silo's drowning.
Think you could carry her, Talos, when we get to her?
Yeah, I can take care of that.
Would that break the charm?
Honestly, I'd say so. Well, it would give it close enough to the definition. Silo, possibly. Roll another whiz save.
I mean,
Yeah, not high enough.
Okay, great. Okay, so what's happening next?
Next. Being real passive aggressive, you know that?
I'm bored.
And
Whose turn is next, Woodward, please?
well, the captain keeps swimming, and you run after him, and ahead you start to make out an island, and and the singing seems to be coming from there. It's not a big island. Kind of just a rock jutting up out of the ocean.
I reckon probably we should probably take even though it is closer to the music, we should probably take CeeLo to that island because it's probably easier than trying to put her back on the boat at this point.
Yes, yes. So whose turn is next, Woodward?
And and at this point, yours.
Does Heaven get a turn?
And Heaven, are you doing anything besides trying to steer the ship closer?
Seeing that there's still the anchor, Heaven just runs off and decides to swim for it.
You are well behind them at this point. And all right, so.
I'd imagine Talos would then get CeeLo and make sure she doesn't drown.
Basically.
Then we'll head towards the island.
And right, so.
The moment we're in range.
All right.
I'm fireballing the island.
And okay.
If you need me to roll perception for a target, I can.
And you can if you want. The island's not big enough for that to matter.
So yeah, I'll just fireball it then.
Yeah. And I'll fail. So that cuts off the singing.
Let me guess, they're still charmed.
Yes, they're still charmed.
Right.
Everyone roll initiative. Everyone roll initiative.
Remember to click on your token. Well, you just erased our initiatives.
I'm gonna make
those were the initiatives from the last fight.
No.
I'm gonna make a recommendation real quick.
Sorry.
I think we will just stop. Well, we should send it here when it works.
Sorry I kept interrupting you. I didn't mean to.
That's fine. I'm just making a device. I think we should just edit here. I need to hop off personally.
Okay.
I'll be back.
So, to get yourself back on the turn order, roll initiative and then change it to the first value you got.
Sure.
For example, change that 19 to a 9, tell us.
Yep.
Has everyone rolled initiative?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll wrap it up here. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
See ya.